And welcome back to the epilogue of this series. I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. Please excuse this bizarre setup, but I really don't have the means to shoot anything properly. Alright, so as you probably remember from like 11 episodes ago, I started with silver or chrome Polaroid in a very, very bad shape, full of rust and whatnot, and a white Polaroid. And without further ado, this is the result. So this is the white, this is the silver or chrome. I have reskinned both of them. Both colors are very close to the originals. Both are real leather, both are cut by hand. So it's not perfect, but it is what it is. Obviously, if you look hard enough, you'll spot all sorts of cutting errors, let's say. Unfortunately, especially on this piece, because that's the most difficult to cut. But overall, I am quite pleased. This one, I should zoom out. No, I'm not going to zoom out because it's gonna look like shit, basically. So this one is super smooth. I like it a lot. It has not been converted to 600 film, so it's pretty much let's say original. So it shoots SX-70. I shot an entire film with it. We'll get to that in a moment. And yeah, it moves smoothly, it shoots smoothly, it focuses super smoothly. I really like it. The other one also looks awesome, I'd say. Now, this leather is basically cut from a bigger sheet of paper, like this one. This one is quite thick. So it was kind of a scrap piece of leather that the guy I got it from couldn't use for, I don't know, bags or stuff like that. This one is a bit less smooth, but pretty decent. I also shot a couple of frames with it, I don't know, 3 I think, and the rest of the pack I transferred to the SLR680 that you will soon see in the next series. Looks great, seems to be working fine. I think I should still clean the rollers a bit. No, I did clean them, so they should be fine. Very nice. And this one is a keeper, so I will keep this one, and I will probably try to sell the white one, although the white one is actually the nicer camera. This one has been converted to 600 film. And I'm going to show you some of the frames. So let me try to take them in order. This one was the first one. So what you are going to see now has been shot on the white one. So this is SX-70 film. This one was the first image. Basically, this entire film was shot outside in pretty cold temperature, so like -2 up to maybe 3 degrees Celsius. That's why the color is super greenish. But on the first image, I noticed this band. See, that is a bit not overexposed, but it has a different kind of exposure to it. I don't know why it didn't show up again, so I guess it was like, I don't know, first thing. Then I shot this one that I really like. So this is one of my favorite images so far. That is snow. So it was quite cold. I tried to keep them in my chest pocket while developing, but still it was too cold. Then one day on my way to work, I stopped at the local cemetery because why not? And I took this one. It's it's okay. Then I took this one, and then I took this one because those doors are super blue in reality, and that wall is decently yellow. So it's not very saturated, the yellow part, but the doors were really saturated, and I hoped I would get some very nice colors and contrast. Well, I kind of didn't, but that's okay. And this one, this is one also one of my favorites. I think is my second favorite. And that's about it. There is one more. There's one that I cannot show for objective reasons, and there's one more that I used to compare the exposure on the other camera too. Okay, so SX-70 in the white camera, I would say my tinkering was a success. All right, and then I took this one. So this is SX-70 and this one. This is 600 film shot in the chrome camera. I took them one after the other so I could see how the chrome one, the converted one, exposes relative to the unconverted one, and I would say it's pretty good. This one is just a tad more exposed than the other one, but it's not a difference that I would really care for, and I like the colors better in this one, but it could be down to the film and not to the exposure. Okay, so last one on the SX-70 film, first one on the 600 film on the chrome camera. And then I still have two more images from the chrome camera. This one, that was a mistake. I got confused and I thought I was taking the pack out of the white one, which was empty, and instead I got the silver camera, but for some reason I kind of focused and framed before pushing the button to make sure there's nothing inside, and well, there was. So this is my workbench. That's the SLR680 in the making, and that is the mess. A different perspective on the mess that you see on every video that I shoot. Actually, this was the last frame, and this is, yes, the mandatory self-portrait proof of the camera being used. Overall, the exposure on both seems super okay to me, so that meant I went along and got everything back, as you saw in the last episode. All right, this is the short epilogue. So 2 cameras in, 2 cameras out, both survived, which is super good news. And I will see you in the next series that's already been shot. So it's a bit of a temporal mishap. And that series will be about the SLR680 and my struggle to get a functional S680 out of a bunch of spare parts. It will be interesting, trust me. So yeah, stick around. I will see you next time. Thank you for your patience. And again, the mention that I probably did on my first video of this year. This series and the next one are not tutorials by no stretch of the imagination. So they are not tutorials. They are my journey, my experience with these cameras. Keep in mind, when I opened up the first one, it's not one of these two, it's the one that I broke a couple of months ago. When I opened that one up, I knew nothing about Polaroids. I opened it up, found a broken mirror and just abandoned it. So after 6 months, or better said 6 months later, I started working on these after seeing a couple of videos on YouTube and reading the service manual. So basically not knowing anything. And I can quite safely and proudly say that right now, it's not that I'm a guru or anything in a SX-70 matter. No, I am not. But I do understand how they work, and I'm not afraid to open them up anymore. And yeah, I would definitely buy a shitload of them broken for very good prices, and I'm pretty sure I could get most of them back in working order. So yeah, if you have one and you want to fix it yourself or service it or overhaul it yourself, look at the series, look at the videos, because I went through a lot, meaning I stumbled upon lots of problems. I had to understand what's going on, to put the puzzle pieces together. That was actually what I did. I put the puzzle pieces together until I understood what is what. All right, that's it. Thank you. I will see you next time.